There is one shift in consciousness that changes everything. Not a technique, not a method, not new information, but an understanding that at first seems simple, and then suddenly you realize that you used to live in a completely different way. State is more important than the goal. And until this becomes a living experience, not just a phrase, a person keeps walking in circles. Most people live like this. There is a goal, and there is me right now. And between me now and the goal, distance, tension, struggle. I need to become different. I need to get there. I need to achieve. It all sounds logical, but this is exactly where the main trap is hidden. Because a goal is always about the future, and a state is who you are right now. And reality does not respond to the future. It responds to the present. Many people sincerely believe that once they reach the goal, they will feel different. First money, then peace. First a relationship, then confidence. First success, then freedom. But in reality, it almost always works the other way around. State comes first, the goal comes second. If there is no inner shift, any goal either won't be reached or will be reached and won't bring what was expected. You may have noticed this. A person works towards something for a long time, achieves it, and after a while, emptiness inside. Why? Because they brought into the goal the same state they were moving from, and the state didn't change. A goal is not a destination point. It is a reflection of your inner level. And until this is realized, a person lives in the mode of not yet, not there yet, not done yet, not enough yet. And this creates constant tension. Do you see the paradox? You can set the right goal, but still come to results, or not come at all, from the same inner state. This is not luck. This is state. They don't chase the goal. They live from a certain inner level, and life adjusts. This is the main shift in consciousness, not how to achieve faster, but who am I while I'm on the way? Because you don't arrive at the goal, you arrive from yourself. And if inside you are never there, no goal will fix that. But if an inner shift happens, many goals begin to be achieved almost as a side effect. Not because you became passive, but because you stopped interfering. This is not apathy, not indifference. It is inner stability. You no longer try to prove to life that you are worthy. You don't bargain with reality. You simply enter a certain state and act from it. And from this state, actions become more precise, less chaos, less inner tossing, fewer unnecessary steps. Many people don't understand why they do so much, but the result is either weak or unstable, because they act from the state of I need. And the state of I need always means I don't have this. And reality keeps confirming that. It's very important to hear this correctly. This is not about giving up goals, not about wanting nothing. It's about stopping making the goal the source of your state, because that changes everything. When the goal becomes the source of your state, you automatically say, right now I don't have this. But when the state becomes primary, the goal stops being tension. It becomes direction. And these are two completely different things. A tense goal is when you're always looking ahead and not living here. A living direction is when you are here, but you know where you're going. And this is where calm appears. Not apathy, not indifference, but inner steadiness. You stop trying to prove your worth to life. You stop negotiating with reality. You simply enter a certain state and begin to act from it. And from this state, actions become clearer. Less chaos, less fantasy, fewer unnecessary steps. The shift begins at the moment when you honestly ask yourself, what state do I live in every day? Not sometimes, but in ordinary life. Is there more tension inside or more trust, more struggle, or more allowance? Because this is exactly what you transmit. Goals are not transmitted. Words are not transmitted. State is transmitted. And this is not philosophy. This is practice. You can notice that when you are calm and collected, even small things begin to fall into place. Conversations go more smoothly. Decisions come at the right time. People respond differently. And when there is inner contraction, everything feels like resistance. And here it's important to understand one thing. A state is not something you can create by force. You can't squeeze it out. A state appears when you stop fighting the present moment, when you stop proving that now is not enough. You don't have to be in a perfect state, but you can stop demanding that you be someone else right now. Even the most conscious, even the most spiritual. Because if you move toward a goal from a state of lack, you only amplify lack. Reality doesn't listen to explanations. It feels a state. A state is not an emotion, not a mood. It's a deep sense of who I am right now. And this is where the main shift happens. When you begin to work not with the goal, but with the state, reality starts rearranging itself. Not abruptly, not magically, but naturally. It's as if you stop chasing life and start walking with it at the same pace. It's very important to hear this correctly. This is not about giving up goals. It's about stopping making the goal the source of your state. When the state becomes primary, the goal becomes direction, and the path stops being heavy. Have you noticed how some people move calmly, without fuss, yet still reach results? This is not luck. This is state. They don't run after the goal intention. They live from a certain inner level, and life catches up. This is the main shift in consciousness. Not how to achieve faster, but who I am while I'm moving. Because you don't arrive at the goal, you arrive from yourself. And if you're never there inside, no goal will fix it. But if an inner shift happens, many goals begin to be achieved almost incidentally. Not because you became passive, but because you stopped interfering. And I want to say one important thing. If right now you feel that you have goals, but no satisfaction, there is nothing wrong with you. This is not failure. This is an invitation to a different level of consciousness, not to a new goal, but to a new state. In the coming days, try not to ask yourself, how can I get there faster? Ask instead, what state am I living in right now? And just observe, without struggle, without judgment, and you will notice that even this observation already begins to change something.